Joe Biden has been accused of using an auto pen to sign his executive orders, pardons, you name it, by the Trump administration. He's been accused of using an auto pen, which would mean that his signature was duplicated by a device and he didn't actually sign it. And the Trump administration is making the argument that that makes all of the pardons he signed and all of the executive orders he signed null and void. Now, whether or not that's the case, Trump said, I'm going to let the courts figure it out. That's not up to me. But that's the argument they're making. And I've got a feeling, going to take it all the way up to the Supreme Court, which means that all of the pardons he issued for his whole family, for Dr. Fauci, for the J6 committee, all of those go out the window and we can go after those people, which they really should. I mean, I'm torn on this because part of me is like, we're giving the other side ammunition to label us autocrats and dictators if we do that. But the other part of me is like, good. You know, I don't want to live in a country where these politicians can just commit crimes against humanity, or unelected bureaucrats, in Dr. Fauci's case, can just commit crimes against humanity and walk away spot-free because they had the right connection and somebody pardoned them. And you know what? If we got to exploit a loophole that Biden used an auto pen because his dementia had made his hand so shaky he couldn't actually sign the paper himself, then so be it. That's what we need to do. Because, listen, man, I voted for Trump to see these people get hauled off to prison. That's part of why I voted for him. To see the people that exploited the loopholes and abused their positions of authority to rape the Constitution during COVID get shipped off to prison and treated as the traitors they are. Absolutely. That's part of the reason I voted for him. I voted for him to see the people who abused the justice system get shipped off to prison. The same way that they went after everybody else, except in this case, it would be warranted because you guys actually broke the law here. That's part of why I vote. Now, taxes and foreign policy were my big reasons, but absolutely, I wanted to see these establishment hacks that have gone their entire lives without consequences finally face some. And it's good to see that maybe that's not out the window yet, because I know a lot of people, when Biden signed all those blanket pardons, were demoralized by that. They're like, great, these people are really going to walk. And it turns out his own dementia, the thing they tried to hide from us for 4 years, is actually what's going to bite him in the ass here. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes, if it goes anywhere. They might just be talking shit and messing with them. But it's going to go to court, and we're going to figure it. Like, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. This is brand new. These are uncharted waters here. Mia, what do you think? Do you think Biden used an auto pen to sign all of his documents?
Is that like DocuSign?
Like it's like a handwritten version of it, yeah.
Oh, I think so. There's no way his hand would be that steady.
No, and I think
everything perfectly.
I think if you compare his signatures in the first year of his presidency to the last, they really don't change all that much, which to some people might be proof that it was him. But to me, that sounds like it's duplicated because you got a guy who was clearly in cognitive decline for 4 years. Naturally, his motor skills are going to go as well. And he may have a legible signature by the end of those 4 years, but it's not going to look the same as he continues to struggle with his motor skills. So the fact that his signatures looked so similar, to me, at his age and in his mental condition, is actually proof that the opposite was going on, that he wasn't the one signing those. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. Biden's probably the guy that like gets his check stolen out of the mail. He's like he's the one guy that he pays his dial-up internet bill in a check that he sends out through the mail for $56 every month, and somebody steals it. Some Asian guy that doesn't speak any English steals it and blots it out and signs it over to himself, and Biden's the victim of check fraud. That's him. He would be that guy.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.